Yep. Basketball, NBA, especially, well, both and college are really good for that. They're really, really good. So, is Loud available? Do we have him? You hit? Oh, there he is. All right, there you go. HitThePick.com is his website. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Hit the Pick YouTube channel. Loud Esmond. What's going on, Loud? How are you tonight, bud?
Well, I'm a big football bettor. That is my favorite thing to do. Football, a little bit of hockey, a little bit of baseball, a little bit of horse racing, but I'm known as a football guy mainly. And by the way, I want to make an announcement to Gabe here, since I used to be a Raiders fan until they ran Derek Carr off for nothing, who was my favorite player, and it just broke my fandom of the Raiders. So then I was a fan of the Saints. Well, he's gone from there now. So I've decided I am adopting the Buffalo Bills because my favorite player is Josh Allen. So I will be a Bills fan this year.
Well, we won't be snobs about it. Welcome aboard to Bills Mafia. I just don't want to backtrack.
Glad to
Good
be
to see
here.
you, Loud. But I want to backtrack. And Scott, I think of all the things the Raiders have done over the years. I just can't believe that, like, getting rid of Derek Carr would be like the line in the sand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That wouldn't exactly be.
that's like you as a Dolphin fan saying, they got rid of Tua. I'm never being a Dolphin fan again.
Yeah,
It's like, Loud, I don't want to be a jerk. He wasn't like Ken Stabler for you guys or something.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I've got
Yeah.
friends.
Jim Plunkett
I've
here.
got friends. I've got friends in the Central Valley and family, and they're big Fresno State fans. And that one side of my family is cattle ranching and farming from the Central Valley in the Fresno area. So that's where it started. So we'll just leave it there. I know everybody else gives me crap about Derek Carr and my fandom. So there we are.
Well, Josh Allen's from the same area, actually. People don't realize that. People think Josh Allen, Wyoming, cold, and Buffalo, cold, Scott. He's actually from, you know what I mean, technically the Bay Area, but not really. You know what I mean? Sort of that same pocket around the Fresno area and stuff, which incidentally, I'll just throw it out there quickly. If there's ever a year, and we've been around forever, and we always find some years I'm like, the Bills, what are you getting your hopes up for? And other years I fool myself. But the last ever year at that cursed freaking stadium on the burial ground, Josh Allen's technical hometown Super Bowl. I mean, if this is it, this is it. Give me the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl, Loud and Scott. I'll throw it out right now. Let's go.
What do you think?
All right, well, let's talk some. I don't think so. No. I think the Lions are going to have some difficulty because they're replacing both of those coordinators. And I've got, I'm talking NFL futures here, and I've got the Chiefs getting home field advantage again. I've broken down every team, every schedule, and I have an over and under on the YouTube channel at Hit the Pick for every team. I've got 2 more to go. I'll finish up on Thursday. But I want to talk about the Chiefs first because they got an absolute gift from the scheduling gods. They have a high over under number at 11.5. But let me point something out. Of all the really good teams they play, Eagles, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, Texans, these are the teams that are not in their division that were playoff teams and likely to be playoff teams. They get all of those games at Arrowhead. Of all the pretty bad teams that they play, Giants, Jaguars, Cowboys, Titans, these are the non-teams. They play all of them on the road. So the really hard teams they play, they get to play them at Arrowhead. All of the really crappy teams they play, they get to play them on the road. Advantage Chiefs. I have them over their 11.5. I wouldn't be surprised if they go 14-3. And that's why I'm afraid the Bills won't make it to the Super Bowl as much as I'd love to, because I think the Chiefs are going to have home field advantage again.
They do play at Buffalo, though. That's a 2-game swing.
That's the only game. Right. That's the only game.
The thing I would say with the Chiefs, as a devil's advocate, is they're not getting any younger, right? Like, this is called out for what it is. Rasheed Rice going to get suspended. But to me, and they're still, I'm not going to underestimate them because they always freaking find a way to win. Like, let's just call it out for what it is. They keep getting back to the Super Bowl and, winning the AFC for the most part, with the Bengals the exception. But my take, Scott and Loud, would be that division has been pretty bad over the last couple of years, right? The Chargers, mediocre. The Broncos weren't very good, Scott, right? And the Raiders are the Raiders. The Broncos are good now. They have a good defense. They're coming on. Like, I don't think that, like, suddenly they're not going to be good this year, Denver. I think they're going in the right direction. I underestimated Sean Payton, and I think Harbaugh's a winner, and I think the Chargers are going to be better this year. I think they're going to keep on climbing and get better. So I would just say, Loud, what are sort of automatic division wins in the past might not be so automatic anymore.
No, but even if they split with everybody except the Raiders, and let's face it, the Raiders will stink. They're still around 12 wins, 13 wins. Because the way that I see the schedule breaking down in terms of all the teams that are really good that they play, they get them at Arrowhead, and they just have a huge advantage there. On the other end of the spectrum, a team that got completely screwed on the schedule, let's talk about the New York Giants. Of all the teams that they might compete with, the Saints, the Bears, the Patriots, the Raiders, the Broncos, not so much. The Vikings, because we don't know J.J. McCarthy. Those teams, they play all of them on the road, and here's their home opponents. Cowboys, Chargers, Eagles, 49ers, Packers, Commanders, Vikings. And that's tough. They have a really tough schedule, and I'd be shocked if they go over 5.5. So I'm under on the Giants. I am over on the Chiefs. Over 11.5 on the Chiefs. Under 5.5 on the Giants. I'll come back next week and I'll give you some more.
All right. I do look at that schedule and I wonder aloud, how is that a last place schedule? You said right. Whether it's home or on the road, man, that's a tough schedule for the Giants for a last place team.
And it's the exact reverse of the Chiefs. Every bad team they play them. They play them at home. Every good team they play, they're on the road. Crazy.
Yeah. Lions are like that as well. HitThePick.com and Hit the Pick YouTube channel. Check them out, Loud. Thanks, Loud.